was a journalist for about 30 years.
What do you think about journalists today?
I'm not happy. I don't think I don't think their editors are being fussy enough over what they write. And I think they're also aiming for the big stories, and sometimes the truth seems to get in the way. We wrote the truth. We wrote facts. That's how we were taught.
So
and we didn't allow embellishments to get in the way of the facts.
So Sally, in regards to reporters today, like you just said, I think they're going for the story more than the facts. Would you agree?
I think quite often they're going for the stories that are going to shock, horror, and make people sit up and listen, rather than a story that has a bit more depth to it and more meaning to it and is more real. I think they're going for the fires and the arsons and the murders and those startling things rather than the more meaty real life subjects.
Excellent. So what advice would you give to reporters today, Sally?
Stick to the facts. Make sure you've got them right. And don't go for the alarming stories so much. I know you're often pointed in that direction. That's what your editors want because they have to sell newspapers, magazines, whatever. But my advice has always been what we practiced, and that was the fact. Get the facts right.
Thank you very much, Sally. And you're a journalist for the radio, weren't you?
Yes.
Excellent. For over 20 years, is that correct?
Nearly 30.
Excellent.
I was a tutor as well, a journalism tutor.
Thank you very much, Sally.
Okay.
And so we go. Okay, I'm here in
16.
Oh, don't give your address. Because we won't put that on thing. I'm speaking to Mr.
Betteridge.
But okay. So what do you think about reporters today?
They don't tell the truth. They'll only tell you what they want to tell you. No, they're not very nice people.
Why do they do that? In other words, you know, when they write stories about people that's not true, are they thinking about that person's life, consequences?
No, they only tell that for their own gain. Not my gain, not your gain, for their gain.
Obviously you've experienced some of these reporters before. Tell if you can share with us about that experience with that reporter.
Well, I know of one up here, reporter, was telling stories, and he never ever interviewed those people.
So what would you call that?
Bullshit.
So if you had to, give a message to reporters today, what would you say to them?
Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
Hey, good morning guys, it's Derek here, Derek Renata-Grace. In this video I have set up a Facebook page called Stop Corruption NZ, and I unfortunately was a recipient of I call him a blinking lying reporter who wrote a story about me that was simply about, for him, selling a story. And so I was fortunate because I had Brendan, who was my sales manager, who was right next to me when the reporter called, and I had the phone on loudspeaker. I should have had it